Yourself, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to get this thing to work while I was multitasking, and like clockwork, we always have technical difficulties. But this training is actually really going to be short anyway, because I have a conference call at 8 o'clock, and I'm actually on my way to an event, but I'm still going to be on the conference calls while I'm at the event because I know how to multitask. But anyway, what I want to focus on right now is something that I spoke about a couple of times, because really, in network marketing, the system is pretty simple. So we do find ourselves training people on things that we might have already trained, because it's good for us to get a refresher, and it's also good for new business partners that come to your team. And what I want to focus on right now is the CTE and following up with prospects, but also how to do it properly and the reason why. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times we either, one, think we know it all, and it may not be intentional. We just think, I know how to be a business person because I'm business minded. Or we are willing and open to learning, and once we learn it, we think that we've mastered it, but we might not always apply what we've mastered to every situation, and then wonder why we don't get results, right? So what am I talking about? I'm talking about a concept that my company uses, and that my mentor, Brandon Cunningham, who is a multimillionaire and very successful, so I listen to everything that he says, something that he stresses a lot in our business, and that is the CTE, which is Connect, Tool, Event. What does that mean? That means when you have a business opportunity and you want to share your business opportunity with people, you need to follow these 3 steps in order to get them to the information the right way. Then at that point, they will make a decision on whether or not it's something they want to do, or they might ask for more information at that point, where you follow up with them until they get to the decision. So how do you connect with somebody? This is the part that I really want to focus on. And connecting is being genuine. Connecting is contacting the person, or them contacting you, however way you guys connect in real life, and talking to them, getting to know them, and most importantly, actively listening to them. A lot of times as business people, we tend to run our mouths. I am a rambler all day, every day. I run my mouth a lot. And what I realized is that sometimes it's better to just be quiet and listen to what your prospect is saying. When you listen to what they are saying, I'm pretty sure at some point in the conversation, without you looking for it, just being genuine and listening and showing an interest, they will say something to you that triggers, a time for you to share your business opportunity. If your business opportunity provides a solution to most people's problems, mine does. Whether that's financial or health and wellness, or whatever it is that your business opportunity is. So when you connect with them, don't connect with them with the intent on, oh my God, okay, I think my connection went out for a minute, but don't connect with them with the intent on, oh my God, I need to get this person to join my business today. Connect with them because you feel like there's somebody that you might want to work with, and or you feel like there's somebody that might want to use your product, but let it happen naturally, okay? People can see through the BS, okay? Let's just cut it. They can see when you're being genuine. They can see if you're really interested in their lives, or if you're just trying to sell them something. Now, when I say sell them something, selling something to people is not bad. But if that's all you want to do with that person, that's bad, okay? You want to sell something to people because you know that they need it and you want to help them. You don't want to sell it to them just to make money off of them. So when you hear people say, I don't want you to sell me anything, and then people in network marketing respond with, we're not trying to sell you something. We're just trying to, blah, blah, blah. They're not gonna listen to you, because now they think you're trying to BS them and that you're trying to play them. When in reality, you are being genuine. You just didn't know how to say it properly. I am selling you something. I am a business person. I have things to sell. I have products to sell. But that's not why I'm here. Why I'm here is because I want to build a relationship with you. I want to connect with you. And yeah, you need to know about this, okay? But you can find out about it in your time. So if you want me to explain it to you, I will. And I'll explain to you the reason why I'm sharing it with you. And I'm going to edify you while I do, because I'm only sharing this with you because I care about you. I'm sharing this with you because I care about your health and wellness. I care about your financial freedom, your time freedom, because you are connecting with me and you're telling me your story and you're confiding in me. And I am thankful that you feel confident enough and trustworthy enough to tell me these things about you. And I think I have a solution for you in real life. That's genuine. Not, hey, I got this thing I want you to buy. Which, yeah, we all want people to buy our products and make us successful. But I want you to be successful too. I want your health to be good, So you got to make sure that when you're telling people and you're connecting people to your information, that you're doing it for a genuine reason. That is why the step 1 is the most important thing. Because if you don't do that right, you're not going to get to step 2 or step 3. Right? They're just going to think you're BSing them and you're trying to play them. And you're trying to sell them something, meaning you're trying to just get their money because that's all you care about. And they're going to give you the runaround. They're going to either, depending on the type of person they are, if they're trying to be nice, they might blow you off, right? And lie to you and say, oh yeah, I'll get to it whenever, and never do it because they don't want to let you down. Or they might outright say, nah, I'm good, because I don't really feel like talking to you anymore because obviously all you want out of me is my money. So make sure when you connect with people that you understand it's an ongoing conversation. You might not even get to the business opportunity in the first, second, third, fourth conversation. Okay? You might not even mention it. You might hear the triggers, but that doesn't mean you got to jump on the trigger when you hear it. Okay? Take notes in your head, then go home, write those notes down in your head that you had in your head, write them down. And then follow up with them later, genuinely, like a regular person, like any relationship. Oh, I talked to you that day. I remember that you were stressing about this. How was that going for you? Like, be real about it. And at some point, they're going to give you an in where you can really share your business opportunity with them. Or they might just outright ask you because they know, wow, she's been doing this business and she has yet to tell me about it. But now that I'm looking at what she's doing, because she's consistent with her business, because she's advertising her business in general, and she didn't say nothing to me, I'm going to ask about it because that sounds like something that might help out my situation. They might come to you. It's happened a lot. And then that gives you an opportunity to share it. So then you say, how would you like the information? Would you like me to send you a quick video that gives you an overview on what this business is or what the products are? Would you like for me to get you to talk to somebody in person? Would you like to listen to a pre-recorded call? Would you like to get on a webinar? Would you like to look at a magazine or a pamphlet or a newspaper that has the information? Tell me how you like it. When they tell you how they want to receive the info, you give it to them. That's step 2. After they see the information, if they're still interested, they'll let you know. If they don't let you know, follow up with them. Ask them, hey, did you ever take a look at that information I sent you? What did you think? If they have questions, let them know, hey, it's great you have some questions. I would love to get those answered. And the best and most professional way to do that is to get you in front of one of my business partners who can answer your questions. And then they're going to say, why can't you just answer the questions? And you let them know. If you're new to the business, it's because I'm new to the business and I don't really know that much about it. I'm still learning and I don't want to mess this up by telling you wrong information. So I want one of my more seasoned business partners who's a mentor to me and who's really helped me out to answer all the questions. And oh, by the way, you guys have this in common. So I think you two will connect anyway. Or if you're not new to the business, letting them know as a professional, this is how the system works. It doesn't require me to have a PhD in this industry. I always use a third party because they give the best presentation, and that's how we do our business. And it also shows that if you decide to be a business partner, you don't have to know everything in order to make money. You can reach out to someone like me and I can share the information with your prospects until you educate yourself personally to be able to know about it yourself. So with that being said, since that is how my system works, I would appreciate if I can link you up with one of my business partners. How would you like to link up with them? Would you like to do a 3-way call with them? Would you like to sit down one-on-one? Would you like to come to a small meeting that we have locally in the area? Yada, 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 webinar, whatever. Once they agree to it, date, time, location, etc., that's step 3. That's how you get them to step 3. Now, that's it. Because You've done your job. Now, all you have to do is to continue to follow up with that prospect until they tell you they have made a decision. What that decision is, yes, no, I need more info. And then once they get the more info, yes, no, I need more info. Keeps going until they say yes or no. And if they say no, awesome. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share this with you. Would you like for me to keep you in the loop just in case anything changes? Yes or no, and then you keep it moving. Put them in the rotation. If they say yes, ask them when they're ready to get started, and then you enroll them. You tell them the options that they have. You can join the business in these different ways, and then this is what your training is going to look like so that we can get you started making money for yourself. Or if they just want product, you give them your website or whatever it is that you use to get them to that they need to buy the product, and then, you might want to give them some samples too. Hey, if I'm purchasing something and it's going to take 7 days to come in the mail, one of my business partners and my mentors told me this over the weekend, like, make sure if you can, give them some samples to hold them over until their stuff comes in the mail. That's a great idea. I have samples all the time that I give prospects to share with them, but I didn't think to give them samples after they've purchased the product so that they can start using them today until their stuff comes. That's a great tip, And so for someone like me who's been in the business for 1.5 years, I'm still learning. So that's why I say, sometimes, you might have heard this on my page or somebody else's page. Hey, CTE Connect Tool event, but are you actually doing it every single time? I talked to some of my business partners and it's like, oh, how many times have you shared the business today? And you shared the business with X amount of people, but you haven't gotten them to third party. There's a problem. You got to remember that. If you're not getting these people to the next step, then you need to look at what you are doing wrong, because they are them. They are them. They are whoever they are. Why don't they want to talk to someone? Why don't they want to watch a tool? If somebody is genuinely speaking to you and you guys have that relationship established, we're not saying if you're not getting them to join the business, then you're doing something wrong. Not everybody's going to join your business. Not everybody wants your products, even if you think they need them or even if you think they should be a business partner. I'm not talking about that. But if you can't even get them to step 2 and step 3, it's probably because you are doing something wrong. And that is where you need to go back and educate yourself on what it means to connect with someone on a genuine level. Because I'm telling you, most likely, it's not your step 2 that's the problem, and it's not your step 3. It's your step 1 and your follow-up. And you know why? Because your step 1 and your follow-ups are the genuine parts of that whole entire system. The tool is a tool. The video is a video. The video is tested. The video is not wrong. The video is just putting out information. The event is not wrong. Unless you got somebody that's at the event that does not know how to present your products accurately, most likely that event is not what the problem is. The problem is your connecting is jacked up or your follow-up is jacked up. And the first thing that I would say to check on that is, are you being genuine with your prospects, or do they think you're just trying to take their money or you're trying to scam them? Sometimes I have to watch the way I speak to people because I am such a businessy person, even in my approach, like even the way I'm speaking in this video, I'm very direct. And sometimes that can come off as like I'm not being genuine or I'm just about business all the time. I can never have a personal conversation. You got to know your audience. You got to build that relationship with them so that when I connect with people, because they know me, and even though I seem businessy to outsiders, I built a relationship with this prospect now where they know, oh, that's how she is. She just speaks like that. She's from New York. She speaks direct, but she does have my best interest at heart. If she shares something with me, I know she's not trying to scam me out of my money. I know that she is passionate about this thing, and that's why she's sharing it with me, and that's why her voice sounds like that. But if they don't know you that well, they might not know that because you haven't established a relationship with them for them to know that. So they're not going to take you seriously, and they're not going to answer your phone calls, your texts, or whatever way you try to contact them. They're going to blow you off, or they're going to outright tell you, stop contacting me. I'm not interested. And they might be interested, but they don't want you to tell them. They might go and try and research it somewhere else, or they might get somebody else to tell them. Sometimes people don't want to join your business because they don't want to join you. And you know, it's something about your relationship with them that they don't think this is a good idea. And that's why you got to make sure you're doing everything that you can do properly to get them to the information so they can make an informed decision without feeling pressured and without feeling like you're trying to take their money. So that's the information that I wanted to put out to you all. And what I'll do after this is I'll post a link to Brandon Cunningham's CTE training so you can re-educate yourself on how to connect, tool, and event and get your prospect to third party and ultimately to a decision. So I'm going to jump off. This is your girl, Tanaya-Marcia Silhouette. Peace.